Hello and welcome back to Sorta Strategy and another episode of Road to Regionals, where I'm taking Mekk Knight Invoked to Regionals, trying to do my best and learning from you guys and from practice, I guess. But I have changed something, as you'll obviously be able to tell. I'm now playing on Dueling Book instead of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. I'm just testing it out. I'm seeing if it's any better. I've had a few complaints about Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro in the last few episodes of Road to Regionals, and I did a pros and cons video about Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. And honestly, I think the fact that Dueling Book has a ranked ladder will be a lot better for testing. I might be wrong. I still could be proven wrong, but we'll see. So, changes I made to the deck. I'm playing a purely going second build. So I cut 3 Called by the Grave. I know, controversial, but I'm testing 3 Nibiru. I think the yellow mark means I might not be able to play this in ranked anyway, so I might just have to cut it for now and test something else. I don't know. Hopefully it'll let me play, but I doubt it. And then what else did I do? I cut a 3rd Mind Control just because of space. I like 3. They're not once per turn. They're pretty great for breaking boards, but yeah. Space dictated that I cut one of these, okay? And then I cut 2 Pot of Desires and World Legacy Succession. So my side deck right now is pretty much the same except the 3 Super Polys. This is just here as a reminder, and then these are just also reminders. Not that I really need them, but yeah, I don't have any targets for Super Poly right now anyway, so that's fine. I cut Security Guard now, which I would go into from Almirage for a light target, but I don't think it is really that needed. I kind of liked it. It's not bad, like, but it just wasn't used enough. I want some more kind of high impact cards. Barload, I guess, is a card that I won't go into that much either, but I like him as a link 4 because he outs pretty much anything in the game. So I don't know. I like having that in the deck, I guess. Then I'll probably end up cutting it too, but we'll see. Any suggestions are welcome. Then I put Cockatoo back in, just because as a going second build, Purgatrio is not very good against Striker. They usually end up with 1 monster, so he gets 1 attack, and then Cockatoo can't be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects, which is pretty nice. Also, he's got a big ass and he can attack from defense position, and Sky Strikers generally have a hard time with that. So, yeah. What else did I do? I put in Millennium Eyes Restrict as a going first target for Instant Fusion. I really like him, protects you from hand traps and stuff like that. I think this guy's really underrated, and that is that. So I think I cut a Starving Venom for this, and then can't remember what I cut for this then. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking and go and do a ranked duel, because finally there is a ranked ladder. TCG, yeah, Nibiru is not allowed. Okay, great. Well, I'm going to have to do some deck changing, and I'll be back in a minute. I don't know what I'm going to do, really, off the top of my head. Alright, okay, and I'm back. So all I did was cut the 3 Nibiru, put in Desires and another Mind Control, and then put in the 2 Super Polys. I cut Barload for Starving Venom. I have no other Super Poly targets, which will probably be bad, but just for now, I'm just going to go with this. And yeah, I guess there's other targets I could throw in, but we'll see. Against Striker, this is a good target because they always end on Shizuku. So yeah, not the end of the world. Anyway, I will probably do my first duel and report back in a sec. Okay, so I'm back. It is the next day, as you could tell, probably by the fact that I didn't upload yesterday, but also, yeah, the first thing I've noticed anyway about playing a bit on Dueling Book is games take ages. Whether just because you're typing kind of all the time, it kind of slows things down. People disagree with you about random shit. Yeah, things just take ages. So that's probably another negative of it not being automated. Linking back to that video I did about the pros and cons of Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. But anyway, yeah. So far I'm on a positive of 2 wins. So I'm 5-3. Yeah, I've done a few. It's been pretty good. This guy he was playing like, what you call it, like literally kind of noob deck. It was like Border Stone kind of, but just a load of traps, and like he was playing Thunder King Ryo in it and all that. It was like actually kind of annoying, but I'm not going to show that replay. I'm probably just going to show my losses, to be honest, because I don't know, my losses are, I think, what I want to show the most, because obviously this is Road to Regionals. I'm trying to get better and stuff like that. So I guess I'll show my embarrassing losses, and then that'll force me to not make the same dumb mistakes again. So a lot of people are playing what's called Magical Musketeers. I think maybe like 3 of these on the list are Magical Musketeers. I don't know why. This guy was a Magical Musketeer that I lost to. It was pretty annoying, but anyway. Yeah, these 2 are Orcus then, so I'll show you those, I suppose. So right now I'm doing okay. I have an alright win streak. I'm going to jump in and show you these plays. So I'm going to mute this because it's really obnoxious when it's playing back. I'm going to have some music on anyway, so it won't be as deafeningly silent for ye. But yeah, hopefully I can upload this tonight. I have to go and do the kids class in a few hours, so hopefully I'll get it up before then. Right, so I was made to go first. Oh no, I wasn't. I was made to go second, which is good for me. Unless I picked second, I can't really even remember. But yeah, so I decided to gamma the Kigari, which I don't know even if that's the right play. You kind of want to save it for Mermaid, but in this case it was fine because he wants to go back and use Ash. So I put the driver back in deck, I get the gamma, and then in my head I'm just like, well, I can just save the gamma now for the Mermaid, so it's fine. And he won't have a hand trap. So maybe, unless he had no other way to make Mermaid, he had to do that, but in my head I'm just like, right, I can just gamma now, so that's good. So he does cost, and then I gamma, right? Shit's looking good. I guess my hand is decent as well. I've got a board breaker, I've got a Mekk Knight, I've got the whole engine of, you know, invoked, so it's looking good. He foolishes the wand. He summons back the Nightmare using the wand, as Orcus do. For anyone who doesn't know, I guess if I explain the plays like that, make it easier for you to learn them. Right, so here's where the mistakes begin, right? He set a trap. It's Crescendo, okay? He's got an Orcus monster. Right, so I have the option basically of using Instant Fusion or Engage. I decide to Instant Fusion, I think out of habit, so really what I should have done is engaged and done the whole Kigari play, gotten the 2 summons, right? But because I Instant Fusion and he doesn't have a Link monster for Crescendo, I can only use Hornet Drones once, pretty much, right? Because I have a monster in my main monster zone then. The token and the Thousand Eyes that I summon off Instant Fusion. So basically, I think out of habit, I tried to use Instant Fusion to bait the trap, because, like, as if this was Galatea or a Link monster, basically. Because Crescendo needs a Link monster on the field. That was stupid. I should have just done this twice, gotten 2 monsters, and then I could Instant Fusion to extend. But yeah, I'll play on anyway. So yeah, that was a big misplay. So Thousand Eyes comes out, I take it, I get the column, and then this is when I realized that I fucked up. So I activate Hornet Drones, I think now, get a token, and then I have to go straight into something. So I can't go into Lambda because Lambda can't be used to make a token. I could have gone into the Mekk Knight guy, which probably would have been better. But I guess, I don't know, instead of setting up kind of stall play, or not stall play, but a lock, I decided to kind of try to push. But I don't know if that was the right play. Yeah, anyway, gonna continue. So, Alistair, summon, search, he is nothing, add invocation, summon out the Mekk Knight, get a search, which is great. I can now link off into Almirage, and then I can link off into the Mekk Knight guy. So, this was a misplay, right? So, I actually have some of the misplays wrote down, just because. I Instant Fusion's back row, which I said already, and then also I didn't search Indigo Eclipse, so I had, for this guy's search for the trap, I discarded Purple Nightfall, which is dumb. Off Blue Sky, I obviously should have searched Indigo Eclipse, so the trap would revive Indigo Eclipse, and then Indigo Eclipse can move zones, and would have been 2 negates instead of 1, so that was just stupid on my part. I do that a lot though. I search Purple or Blue for like a next turn play instead of searching the Indigo. I'm going to be discarding it anyway, so yeah, that was dumb. Something that I do sometimes. Ghost Spell hits Invocation. The Invoked engine felt really, really fragile. I think that like every hand trap hits it pretty much. Like whether it's Ash, whether it's Called by the Grave hitting Alistair, whether it's Lancia hit on your Invocation, Ghost Spell. Oh god, it's so annoying. Effect Failure, Impermanence. It's just really annoying in general. So yeah. Right, so I didn't end on my Mecha, which I wanted to do, obviously. He uses an Instant Fusion, which is fine. He's on the back foot as it is. And let's see, what else? I basically just summoned the guy out from the graveyard. Purple Nightfall, which is good. And And I think he's pretty much done now at this point. I accidentally banished the trap. So in Dueling Book, if you mouse over something, a window comes up with all the options to do with the card. So I went to go up and click on the zone or something like that for the purple Nightfall, and I ended up clicking like banish for the trap because the window came up. Small thing, but it's really annoying. It happens sometimes. Yeah, symbol doesn't really matter. He can link someone all he wants, but he's still in the column of purple Nightfall. He attacks, crashes into... I just realized something. So... I don't know, it's okay, he kills it. I was just going to say, I thought he was going to crash and keep his guy from dying to battle. So, as you know, Galatea can't be destroyed by battle if she's linked. He summons Galatea back off Symbol Skeleton and then ends his turn. So, that's obviously caused a crescendo. Purple to summon So, what I try to do basically is, in his end phase, banish purple to search because he comes back then my standby phase, which is really good, but obviously... Like, I didn't really know that was crescendo. I couldn't have known he didn't search it, but it, you know, should have been kind of obvious, I guess. Right, so I go for another meltdown, and then he quits. He surrenders, right? So that's game one. I think it takes a lot longer to explain the replays as well on this, and also I kind of need a silent mouse because you have to click next play quite often. Right, so game two. What are the misplays I make here? I make a huge one, apparently. Right, so he makes me go first, which is obviously not good. I didn't decide, for some reason I expected him to go first, which is, I guess, fair enough. I get the full engage combo off as far as I remember, which is grand. Yep, as far as I remember. This is all fine. I have a cup of tea here with me because hay fever is being a bitch right now, and my nose, as you can probably tell already, is a bit blocked and runny at the same time, because that's just how it is. Alright, so I set that summon purple, and I think that might be one of the misplays. Right, so here's the first misplay. Okay. I could have normal summoned Alistair and then made Lambda and then banished purple and gotten a search in the end phase for Gamma, but I'm stupid and I banished the purple and got didn't get a Lambda, which is ridiculous, which is stupid, right? So that's just a misplay to look out for. Make Lambda first. You would have got I would have got search of Alistair and got Alistair in grave as well, so it was just better play in every single way, to be honest. So yeah, that was just dumb. I make Alistair the angry invoker because I kind of just had no other choice. Again, the ghost spell on the invocation, she's annoying for me. And yeah, I end on pretty much nothing because I fucked up. So yeah, I could have gammoned the ghost spell and gotten off what's called... Oh no, I couldn't have because I would have gotten the end phase. So I would have ended on Gamma in hand and Lambda here instead. Pretty much, I think. So I still would have been a weak board, but just, yeah, I thought I'd point it out anyway. It's obviously something that I should have done right. So yeah, moving on. So this is pretty much game as it is. I honestly don't even feel like I need to show the rest of this. I can probably fast forward. I'm ready to hit pause. I think I make another misplay. Oh yeah, game two. Okay, so I survived this turn. And I don't... What do I not do? I don't search Indigo Eclipse again. So I make the Mekk Knight Morningstar play. And I don't... I don't search Indigo Eclipse and end up discarding the wrong thing, pretty much, right? So, Longirsu in the main monster zone is actually really annoying because he locks you out of your extra deck. With Babel on the field, it's a quick effect. He can send something to the graveyard when he returns to your banished things to the deck, I think. Yeah, so target a linked monster your opponent controls, but he links it because he points up. So whether he's in the extra deck zone, he blocks 2 of your zones, or if he's in the main monster zone, you can actually technically, like, you link them, sort of, in a way. So I can't summon to here, and I pretty much can't summon to here. So Longirsu is very underrated. I didn't realize that he was actually this good. And yeah, that is that. I guess I'm going to continue playing. So Babel does his stuff. Activate. Grand. Makes Longirsu. Sends my token to the grave. which I suppose is fine. Battle phase, I take a shit ton of damage. His Galatea was up on attack. I guess I'll fast forward again because there's not really much else I can do. So he ends. My purple comes back, first of all, which is great. Blue Sky comes out. I get 2 searches off Blue Sky. Activate another Meltdown. He ashes my Blue Sky, which is annoying, but yeah. Summon Alistair. Get the search off that. Guarantees that he goes off, which is probably more important to Blue Sky. They kind of have to negate because it would have been a +1. Then So I should have linked first, I guess, right? Unless I have one in the grave already. I think I might. Yeah, I do. Banish his Phoenix from grave. Not that it really matters. Just rather use his shit first, I guess. Okay, so here, I don't really think there's a lot I could do. I can't even see my own extra deck in replay. That's dumb. So if I attack Galatea, she's linked, she won't die by battle. If I attack Dingirsu, he is able to protect himself, and then Galatea will still be linked. So there's nothing, I feel like there's nothing else I really could have done here. If I had, I think keeping Almirage was the right play. I don't think there was nothing, keeping out in Alistair did nothing for me, so yeah. Add it back to my hand, put Purgatrio up to, what would he be on right now? So 200, he gains 800, so we'd be on 3-1, then 4-1 because of Alistair. So yeah, I think there was a bit of a misplay here where his attack didn't go down when stuff was removed from the field. Actually, it doesn't even matter because none of his shit was removed from the field until my last attack anyway, so I guess that was the right way to do it, obviously. So yeah, I get him down kind of low. I attack his Galatea 2 more times. Dingirsu being 2-6 is really annoying. The fact that Mekk Knight's max attack is 2-5 actually does come up fairly often right now. And it's kind of annoying because if purple was like 2-7 or 2-8 or whatever, I could have attacked over Dingirsu and then cleared his board, right? So yeah, that's annoying. I banish purple, search blue, which is dumb. I should have gone for indigo. And then I link away. I make this guy, Morningstar, and search the trap. The trap can activate, summon back Indigo. Indigo would have been 2 negates instead of just the 1. So again, I made that same misplay. Obviously, it's something that I seem to just do out of habit or something like that. I don't know, but obviously, I'm not going to do that anymore. Okay, you have my word, right? So, I Lancia his basically as soon as he starts. I was like thinking, and then I ditched the Lancia, and he goes, "What was there to think about?" And I was like, "Yeah, sorry." So yeah. Anyway, he links off, makes another Galatea, summons a new Dingirsu, gets his effect to send. I activate the trap to negate, and then he's got Crescendo, which obviously I should have known or whatever, but I don't really think there was anything I could have done. So yeah, that is that. It's now 1-all, so I decide to go second, I'm pretty sure. He goes through the whole play, which is fine. I have an impermanence, and that's my only interruption. He goes for the full Sky Striker play. He gets his Kagari out, goes to use the effect. That's fine. I let him off for that. He goes into Nightmare, and I basically impermanence the Nightmare Mermaid, and he has Ego Booster and protects his bloody Mermaid, which is a pain in the dick because now I've used up my only interruption and he's going to go full combo. So yeah, that's annoying. And then after this point, I just play really stupidly. Like, it was a tight enough situation because he goes full combo. I think the Orcus have been hit pretty hard, seeing as their full combo now isn't totally crippling. But yeah, you'll see kind of as we go on that basically, I guess I'll fast forward. He's just doing the full combo. I have no any interruptions anyway, so yeah. So he's got the Longirsu out, pointing to 2 of my zones. He's got the quick effect because of Babel. He's got Dingirsu to protect, and 2 back row. Right, so I don't know what these are technically, but it's a Widow Anchor and a Crescendo. I assumed one was Crescendo because that's just what you do. Right, so I better fucking pause for a sec. Jesus. Alright, so I make the first massive misplay, right? This was just totally stupid. I Twin Twister when he has Dingirsu on the field. Like, his protection effect is like pretty much his main effect, and I just fucked that up. So that's annoying as fuck. I should just... Okay, so the alternate play I could have done was I have terraforming, so what I could have done was set terraforming, say here, summon blue sky. Blue sky would probably be negated by Crescendo, but then I forgot that he also has Widow Anchor. So let's say he Widow Anchors the blue sky. I didn't know about this, but I assumed about Crescendo, right? So let's say he takes blue sky, okay? Then I would have to set the Twin Twisters here, summon purple, go to use the effect, in which case he would probably, I assume, Crescendo it. So he's gone. Twin Twisters is set then. I would have the Magical Meltdown in my hand. I'd activate the Magical Meltdown. You have no more interruptions. I would search Alistair, summon Alistair, search Invocation. I would have no lights though in Grave. That's fine, because I just Alistair into Almirage. Fusion summon away. I could search for Terraforming if I wanted to, but it doesn't really matter. And then Almirage or Purgatrio would be on the field. I could use Purgatrio then to pretty much attack into my own purple, or blue, this would have been, into Longirsu and then into Dingirsu. So he could, you know, be forced to make a decision pretty much. But, yeah, I fucked up. I used Twin Twister first. It was totally wrong. It was stupid, pretty much, is all I have to say. And then it gets worse. Trust me, it gets worse. So I pretty much lost at this point anyway, due to that massive misplay. But there's still the tiniest glimmer of hope, I suppose. The Twin Twister was a total waste, obviously. It was just a massive neg. But there's still, I still could do the, what's called, Purgatrio, right? But yeah, I summon it to the zone Longirsu is in, right? So basically he just bounces it or sends it to the graveyard, whatever it is. And yeah, I didn't have to summon to where Longirsu was, but I did anyway, like a retard. So I wanted to keep the Almirage on the field as a bit of extra protection, but it was totally pointless. And then basically now when I declare an attack, Longirsu can bounce my Purgatrio, and that is game over. I was like, oh fuck, I'm retarded. And I was like, well, at least I'll never forget it. So yeah, there's that, I suppose. So here I am, looking like a dumbass, but at least I'm showing you these replays. These are, now I'm never going to forget what Longirsu does, first of all, and second of all, I don't know, I guess showing my misplays is important and all that. So yeah, that's game, pretty much. Barrel sword for game, and that is that. So I'll cut and be back in a second. I think that was pretty long, actually, me explaining that whole game, so yeah. Okay, so I'm back. I've decided not to show these two replays just because the other one, this actually took ages. I'm going to take a while probably to get used to showing replays on this site. Hopefully I'll get faster and get better and be able to show more than just one replay, obviously. But this one showed plenty of misplays. I think you've had your dose of stupidity for the day. Anyway, this one was literally just an example of someone kind of not sharking me on rules, but sharking me, I guess kind of sharking me in a way, where basically they were just playing so fast and I had Ash and Impermanence in hand, and if I had been able to Ash or Impermanence his Mermaid, it could have changed everything. I think it probably would have changed everything, but he basically got the full combo and I just didn't, it went too far and I just didn't want to ask him. I didn't ask him to go back, and really, to be honest with you, my advice would be just be a cunt about it. He's been a cunt to you, so fucking, if he's going to play it lightning fast, fucking make him go back and just Ash his shit, basically, right? Yeah, don't let people be a cunt, okay? And then this was just an example of argument over a stupid rule that, like, he was arguing that basically I could, when I kaiju him, he got to choose where it goes, but I get to choose because I'm summoning the monster, right? 99% sure that's true, but now that I'm saying it on video where people can judge me, I'm doubting myself. But anyway, yeah, they've gotten a big argument, judge came, and it was stupid. I ended up losing anyway. It was really close and I was pissed that I lost. Well, not pissed, but like it was annoying. But yeah, anyway, I'm not going to show these because it took so long. I'll get better, I'll get faster, I promise. And if I can't get better or faster just because of the way the replays work on this, I can always just go back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. But I think I'd practice properly on this because I feel like the ranked ladder is just too much to give up, I think. It seems really good anyway so far. So yeah, that is that. Drop a like if you liked. Subscribe if you want to see more, and thank you so much for watching. Sorry again about the one replay, and yeah, that is that. Bye-bye.